Over the last 45 years, you have grown from a door-to-door operation into a national directory that promotes minority, veteran, and women-owned businesses. You have much to be proud of. I've always believed that Minnesota's strength and vitality comes from the diversity of our people. Our business community is a shining example of that. In fact, Minnesota is now home to more than 30,000 small women and minority-owned firms, businesses like many of the ones in the room today, which employ tens of thousands of people across our state. You represent the best ideals of Minnesota's business community: innovation, entrepreneurship, and a deep-rooted respect for diversity. Minnesota has stayed true to those principles over the years, and because we've done that, we've been able.
Since 1968, DIR has been in the business of capturing information on diverse-owned businesses. In 1968, we started capturing information on minority-owned businesses in the Minneapolis area. We published our first directory called Buy Black, and it was a, I'll say, mimeograph version of the local businesses in a neighborhood in North Minneapolis. And the founders, Pete and Rose Meyerhoff, took that directory and went door to door and asked people to buy black to help better the race relationships after the death of Martin Luther King Jr.
You know, this is a company that started with a mission to develop and maintain and provide information resources that enhance and support the development of economic growth of diverse-owned businesses.
There are no other organizations that are actually offering training for supplier diversity professionals. So what we're trying to do is really better market that, to really help other organizations know that we can partner with them. We can be an ally for them to constantly promote supplier diversity.
In 2001, we knew that we had to follow technology, and we partnered with Supplier Gateway, who is a certified MBE that had an established registration portal already developed. We took the criteria and the business classifications that fall under diversity, which at that time, and we've added some since, but as minority, women, veterans, service-disabled veteran, LGBT, hub zone, SBA, or SDB, and 8A. So that's what falls under the diverse umbrella.
If you're a minority or woman business owner looking for someone in the purchasing areas that you're interested in corporations, DIR's directory, purchasing directory, is an invaluable resource, which we actually use as well because we are minority and woman owned.
Certification is so important. What they do is they add legitimacy to it, they add credibility to it. And I think really to show the fact that out of all their competitors that have come and gone, they've been the most stable and they've showed true growth year after year. It happens through strong relationships, and that's something that I think that they add that their competitors just don't.
DIR provides a number of very succinct pieces that allow us to be able to utilize the portal from a very strategic sourcing standpoint. We look for those suppliers that can bring that total cost of ownership, that where their value proposition is very succinct. And through the DIR portal, we're able to see all of that information. So as our sourcing specialists begin to go through their process, through that RFI, RFP process, we can look for all of the specifics that the suppliers send to us through the technology piece of DIR.
So how we use that information and why it helps the corporations is, I've always kind of said that there are three reasons why people do supplier diversity, and besides just being passionate about it. So they do it for customer requirements. So their customers are saying, we spend this much money with you, we would like you to spend a certain percentage of that with diverse-owned businesses. So they can use our data to find that information. Then there is compliance. So the federal government on certain contracts says, well, it's actually anything over $650,000, you have to spend this much with minority, small, women, etc. Again, they can use our data, source on those companies, and meet the qualifications in that contract. And the third one is consumer. So if I'm a consumer-based company, like a PepsiCo or the Home Depot, and my clients are consumers around the US, they're looking at what the demographics show.
Just the caliber of clients and the caliber of people that are involved with DIR is very demonstrative of the power that they have and the direction that they're going moving forward. So you know you're with the movers and shakers in the industry.
Constituency, they serve them all, and from a diversity perspective, corporations actually need somebody that covers the whole gamut of suppliers, and for that reason, that's one of the reasons I joined the board, and I love them for that reason.
So it is indeed an important resource tool to help us do our jobs and to help promote supplier diversity at Time Warner.
They know what they're doing. And in this space, you have to work with people who know what they're doing, who know how to move forward, who know how to make change happen. At the end, we're really all change agents,